between Naruto.
This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. It's second round coverage of the Mountain Shootout. Now we go down to the action at the first. Stepping up to the first tee for this second round, Frank, what's the mindset, do you think?
Has to be, hopefully, like yesterday, where they played extremely well. If we get another carbon copy of that, we're in for some real delight.
Well, that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Now the approach shot here at the par 4 first.
Generous green, just a little bit uphill, not minute really. Big green to hit into though. Should be safely on deck.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. So one shot closer to the lead with that birdie. Here at the par 3 second hole, just about 170 yards. So on the putting surface and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this. Oh, that birdie has to feel even better, Rich, with everything so tight at the top.
Right in the middle of a Donnybrook at this point. Frank, plenty of scoring opportunities in the early portion of this golf course. We're now at a par 5, the third hole, and it's only 528 yards.
You can see why we're going to see a lot of people perhaps being 3 under through the first 3 holes, Rich. This par 5 bending to the right, very reachable. And just keep that tee shot nice and high off the tee. Let it carry as far as possible. He's gone for a little extra. Ball just took off the face. Long, just met longer.
Good tee shot, right in the fairway, and plenty long. All right, Frank, what's the right play here on this second shot to the par 5 third?
Well, even though that hole is a dogleg to the right, the best way to bring it in actually is to use the general contours, which is right to left, and the shape of the shot in that direction as well. So it might look like a little cut, but it actually suits a little draw.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
You'd like that one again.
Those are painful from that distance.
Yeah, just another one added to the card. Big mistake.
Birdie try again here today. No problems early, looks good.
It does look good. This bodes well. We might be in for a very, very low round today.
Frank, it's always fun to play a par 3 just like this one.
Yeah, the ball's going to go further. Obviously, you get to tee it up. Should be able to carry that water.
17, 8,
Player in front. But once again, another good chance for a birdie.
192-yard par 3 fourth. Good-looking shot right here. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Just 5 feet left. Bit of a disappointment there. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Well, again, Frank, we get that good mix of holes here. We've had a couple of par 3s, a short par 5, and that opening par 4. Now at the 5th hole, 424-yard par 4.
The first bunker on the right, not really in play for the good players. Just be a little cognizant of that one on the left side, depending on what club you want to hit off the tee. Ideally, that line is the third bunker, the one in the distance. That's a good line off the tee here.
Frank, how impressive is this performance so far?
You've got to tip your hat. Really, just play good from the first hole on. Rhythm's good. Hit a lot of good shots. Very smart, very smart decision making as well.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Just busted that. 325 yards in the fairway. Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But if down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
It is a windy day out here, Frank. My hat just blew off. This is going to affect the players' shots, that's for sure. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round. That has to feel good. That's a birdie. Frank, the 6th here at Banff Springs, a good little hole, isn't it?
It is very tempting, very easy to sort of just stand up there and wail away with the driver and get caught. This is a generous fairway. You could hit any club down there and you're not going to have a problem with the second shot. So it's just trying to find a yardage that you're comfortable with.
Setting up for the approach, this player in total command.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The decision-making, club selection has been spot on, but the execution, the swing, is really what I'm admiring right now.
On the green and looking at a birdie opportunity. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
.602-yard par 5, 7th hole. Frank, I'm guessing you want to take the big stick out and let it rip here.
Saw Rory McIlroy hit his tee shot here. So far, he had an iron in.
That is just a beautiful shot.
Second shot. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That is impressive. Hit every single green in regulation today. Well done. Not an easy one, 20 feet away. What a tremendous display of golf this has been.
Certainly throwing an eagle against the field too. We've seen it all. Birdies, eagles, just blitzing the field from
Nice
start.
eagle.
Frank, you like this kind of design feature where you go from the longest
By me.
hole, of course, immediately to the shortest hole.
Certainly, golf giveth and golf taketh away. This is just minimally uphill, just a couple of feet, but you can see from the overview the design of the green. When that flag's on the right, it's a little bit of a longer carry, so just be a little cognizant of that. You don't have to hit it directly at the flag.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
He has this for par. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Just love the variety here on the front side. Frank coming off that short par 3 8th. Now we go to another par 5 to round out the side, 501 yards.
And the third par 5. Interesting front 9 here. 3 par 5s, 3 par 3s, and 3 par 4s. This one, not the longest par 5, but it's still reachable. This one, you have to be a little bit careful, though. This is probably the toughest driving hole on the front 9 with regard to par 5s.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Yeah, an eagle. What a putt. Getting ready to start the back 9 here at Banff Springs. And Frank, you better be ready on this 10th tee. This requires a good shot.
Even though the hole looks like it bends towards the right, the best access to this hole is actually a little draw off that tee. That's the direction of the green, so a nice high draw in here. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Frank, not just a player, but an artist. Just beautiful work right there.
The only thing I can say, Rich, is that was Seve-esque.
This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, and trying for another one today. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
He's made it. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. We are back on this beautiful day here at Banff Springs in the Canadian Rockies, set to kick off all the action on the back 9. The 10th begin with a par 3, Frank, 218 yards.
And I have no idea why this is called Little Bow, because over 200 yards, you really have to bow up with this tee shot here, that's for sure. Bending there, you need something that comes out of the gate very, very straight and with a decent height on it as well, if you want to land on that left side of the green and make it stop.
That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. Here at the 12th, par 4, 442 yards. Frank, what's ahead?
This one's called Big Bow. Hole's certainly a lot longer than the 10th hole, which is Little Bow. Dog legs to the player's right, a couple of bunkers down the left side. That first bunker on the left shouldn't be too much of a problem to carry. But once again, even though the hole bends to the right, you'd like to be down the opposite side of the fairway, which is the left.
Well, Frank, certainly a chance to make a 3 here, but there's also a little bit of a risk.
Yeah, like a few of the greens on this golf course, if you just miss that target there, the ball has a tendency to run off in a different direction. Anything left of the flag here is liable to run towards the left, could even kick into that bunker.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. And getting ready for the putt. Those are painful from that distance.
Yeah, just another one added to the card. Big mistake.
Trying to stay steady, make a par.
Now really, Rich, right now it's just a case of running out of holes. Pars are fine.
Par 3 13th, it's 225 yards. Frank, you happy walking out of here with a 3?
Yeah, take a 3, go to the next hole, unless it's match play.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable, that never deviated offline.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Well, here we are at the 14th hole. It's a par 4, 442 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, but if you're spraying it off the tee here, then there's all sorts of problems. Bunkers left, trees right. This is a fairway you must hit.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, this has really been impressive, and these strong winds putting together a great round of golf.
Well, the wind really is showcasing how good this player really is and separating him from the field.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
In the hole, and a birdie. Frank, looking out here on the 15th hole, this looks like a spot where you could really crank one that you could tell your buddies about.
It's another hole that suits a player that hits the ball right to left. It's no surprise to see why Rory McIlroy plays well around here. Nice, big, high towering draw. It's going to go that extra yardage because of the elevation.
You can play it from there, 300 yards away and in the fairway. Frank, this second shot to the par 4 15th is what you might call a professional's shot. Explain why.
There's always an advantage if a better player can shape a shot. So you have a long second shot, but just the way this green is, notice there's a slightly better entry from the left side. So the better player would try and hit a little fade in there. That's what might appear the safest shot coming in, but it's going to actually give you the best chance of hitting it close. General run-of-the-mill shot sometimes would just bash it away over that right bunker, but it's not really the way in which that hole's designed.
Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunkie should easily be able to carry that, and if you're the greatest of all time, this is the fairway, you'll certainly hit.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
This is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Beautiful touch, nice putt. Frank, as we make our way to the house, a chance here at the 17th, just 374 yards, a chance for a birdie.
It certainly is. Anytime you see a hole today under 400 yards, par 4 that is, you know you're going to get a short iron in your hand if you hit a good tee shot. Just avoid the bunkers left and right off the tee. Green does slope back to front, so it pitches nicely towards you, making that second shot, if anything, a little easier.
Frank, as we get set for this second shot here at 17, did you like the aggressive play off the tee?
Well, fortunately, you've got a second shot here, but now you've got to fashion some sort of bump and run. But it's a bit dicey trying to hit it all the way up there off the tee. Should be safely on deck.
Had a birdie here yesterday in their close. Great opportunity for another one. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Score that, a birdie. Well, here we are at the final hole here at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5, and Frank, a chance to finish the round with a flourish.
If you're one of the fortunate to hit this fairway, it's very reachable, but well protected by bunkers, left, right, central bunkers as well. You really have to be aware of two things, the wind direction and exactly how far you can carry that tee shot if you want to find this fairway. There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just straight up a head start.
Frank, this is a pretty important shot. Second here to the par 5 18th.
That's a great tee shot now. The opportunity in front is it's delightful, really. A good second shot here. Chance for eagle.
That's a beautiful shot, and that sets him up for a really easy putt. These putts keep the round together.
Rich, how can you leave an eagle putt short?
Well, you can't. I mean, that's embarrassing.
You can leave a par putt, birdie putt, an eagle putt.
Might want to just shut the game down and quit playing. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all. Well, Rich, 2 rounds in the books, and it's easy to see why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still a long ways to go in this tournament.
You know it's over and out. Shout out to NBA 2K 2020 coming out today, September 6, 2019. Today is September 6, 2019. and it's gonna be amazing and exciting. And yeah, shout out to that. I played a demo for it already. It's very fluid. They're doing great with it. It's making it amazing. Just like I meant NFL 2020. Yes, this is perfect. So yes. And shout out to Serena Williams match tomorrow, 2019 tennis US Open. It's gonna be exciting and amazing. A final match, and she about to get another major. Like I think she's going to 24, 25. And yeah, she's the best tennis player already of all time, male or female. And yes, she's the best. So yes, shout out to that too. And also shout out to Supergirl season 5 starting October 6, 2019. That's also going to be amazing and exciting. That's a month from now. Today's December 6, 2019, like I said. And yes, Supergirl season 5 is going to be amazing, exciting, pretty fresh. And yeah. And with all that being said, oh yeah, shout out to the NFL 100 season starting yesterday too, September 5th, 2019. Exciting 2019-2020 NFL season, yes, 2019-2020 NFL season, 100 NFL season. Alright, yeah, amazing, exciting. Alright. And with all that being said, CBC Naruto, over and out.